Welcome, everybody. We've got the cards laid out for setting our daily intentions, and we're going to check what the energy is going to be like for tomorrow. So, there's a lot of people who have crossed you in trust. And tomorrow, you might be feeling that elevation in the energy. You might be feeling like you're questioning people's intent. What is it that they really want? What is it that they're really trying to say? Like they're almost like talking in circles, and you're just wanting the truth out of them instead of them giving you these stories that just make no sense. And it's going to feel like betrayal. And it does. It feels like betrayal. When your trust is crossed, it feels like betrayal. And you've had to deal with this time and time again with people in your life. And it causes a storm in your day. It actually jolts everything. You're not able to focus on work. You're not able to be productive. You're not able to get things done that you need to get done because you just seem to sit in that space of why can't people just be honest with me? Why can't they just speak the truth? And the reality of it is that you see the truth, and in the end, that's all that matters. Whether they say it or not, it doesn't, because you see through all the lies. You see through all the deceit and what they're trying to pass on as a truth that isn't the truth. You're seeing it, you acknowledge it, you know it. But this causes a storm in your day if you allow it to. And that's the reason why we want to look at the energy ahead of time. Because should you come across this, you'll know how to handle it. You'll be more prepared ahead of time. And don't let it shake up your day. Leave it alone. Understand something that you see the truth between all the lies. And sit in that truth. Allow that truth to be what you stand on. And through the process, it feels like loss. Because these are people that once you cared for, that you thought cared for you. You thought they had good intent when they actually didn't. And it's a heavy feeling. But here's the thing. Your soul is calling you to create because you have an amazing vision. Focus on things that elevate you, things that increase your energy in your day. So tomorrow when you're taking on the day and you run into these trust issues, and again, only take what resonates, leave the rest. Not every reading is for everybody. This is a collective, so it's kind of hard. You're covering a lot of people. The most important thing is that you're focusing on the things in your life that benefit you, that increase you, that help you have a better day. And you know what those things are. Don't let somebody's lies and the betrayal of trust jolt your day and cause you to have, like the card says, bad weather, right? Makes you have an unbelievably bad day where you end up getting nothing done. And that person, what they've done is they've actually consumed your mind and allowed it to jolt your day in a way that you're not able to focus on yourself and get the things done that is going to better your life for yourself. So remember that you have a vision and your soul is calling you to create that vision. Trust in the importance, nurture it, believe in it. Take the inspired steps tomorrow to make it happen because you're going to be celebrating. You're going to be like, wow, what just happened there where this person lied to me, or I come to the realization that this person or these people have been lying to me. You might even just come to a realization tomorrow. It might be like this awareness that comes to you. Don't let it set you back because you have a vision. You have a purpose. You need to dive into that creative energy and make things happen for your life. Because you're going to be celebrating this. You're going to look back and be like, wow, look at this. Look how strong I am. I didn't even let any of this affect me. And then we have mastering meta states for neuro linguistics. Actually, 3 of them came flying out. So we're going to go with it. So the first one, mastering meta state. The meta state is a state of mind about another state of mind. For example, feeling calm about your anxiety. With conscious practice and awareness, you can rise above your immediate emotional reactions and cultivate that higher level of state from a place of emotional mastery. I thought this one was so important because a lot of times when we find out these things like betrayal of trust, people crossing the line with us, not respecting our boundaries, it's really easy to sink into that, not get things done, feel sad, sit on the sofa, not get anything accomplished. And then you end in the day being like, how did I allow this thing to consume my entire day where I didn't do anything for myself? that would elevate me and bring joy into my life. You can rise above your immediate emotional reaction, cultivate that higher space, master your emotions. And then the next one that came out was a new behavior generator. This all comes down to imagining the most powerful, disciplined, and successful version of yourself. How do you walk? How do you speak? What choices are you going to make effortlessly? Because when you don't let things like that bother you, you're able to make choices effortlessly because it's not bogging you down. It's not keeping you in that mental prison they built for you to keep you comfortable with how they want to see you. When you vividly picture yourself embodying that behavior or mindset that you desire, your brain begins to wire those traits into reality. It's amazing. You have control over your mind. And then the next one, anchor your strengths. Think about a time when you felt confident and empowered. Take a moment to close your eyes and think about that moment vividly, the sights, the sounds, the feelings. And as you feel those emotions build, press your thumb and your forefinger together to create a physical anchor. The next time you need confidence, repeat the motion to instant access. I do this all the time, right? When I need to anchor myself, if I'm in a situation, I'm in a public situation, or I'm at a family gathering, there's a whole bunch of stuff going on. Yeah, I do this. See that right there? That reminds me when I think about that vivid moment, the sights, the sounds, the feelings of when everything was empowering for me. I let those words run through my mind as their lies continue to spew. Anchor yourself. Figure out a way. And I find that one really good because anywhere you're at, you can do that. And then we had angel number 346, skipping steps. Details are very important. They are, I agree. You are moving at a faster speed than most lately. And the angels are reminding you to make sure that you aren't skipping any necessary steps. Circle back today to a recent situation and make absolutely sure you didn't miss any details or processes that could cause an issue later. A lot of times we build a lot of that momentum and we're going forward and we get into situations where we might miss those important details. So tomorrow, if you find that all this energy that's going on with you is making you rush through things and just be like, oh, I just want to get this done. I just want to rush through things. Just slow down. Slow down, take a pause, and make sure you're not missing anything because it's really easy to miss things. And then finally, the word of the day, what came out as utility. A jack of all trades and a master of none. But you can definitely trust they will get the job done. A willingness to always try. This could be useful. You never know when this could come in handy. If you find yourself looking at it wondering why it fell into your lap, I encourage you to save it for later. You do not always understand a reason at first meeting. Do what you came to do. This is not an art project. It is not a beauty pageant. The assignment was to gather the materials, to complete the puzzle, to move the obstacle. It does not have to be graceful or well presented. It has to be completed. And in preparation, what does this add to your tool belt? Are you too worried about how it might look instead of how it works? Does this solve your core problem? And here's the thing. No matter how it is that you handle people in your life who betray your trust, cross your boundaries, don't respect you, there are going to be people in your life who are going to disagree with the way you handled it. I think oftentimes people hear the comment, but that's your family. But that's your mother. Yeah, so utility. Don't worry about how you use the ways that you navigate through these things and how you set your boundaries. Don't worry about what other people think or what they might have to say. It doesn't matter. First of all, you didn't ask for their opinion, so why are they even saying anything? You as an individual have a right to run your life the way you want to run it. You have free agency. So tomorrow, when you take on your day, just keep these things in mind. Remember to anchor yourself in your own truths and make sure that you navigate things in a way that you do not allow any type of negativity to penetrate you in a way that's going to jolt your day and cause a storm. All right, everybody. I am wishing you well and catch up with you later on today when we do the oracle reading for the shadow work. So join me there. And wishing you all the best. Blessings. And be sure to like the video if you enjoyed it. All right, everybody. Blessings to you and good luck.